Alright, welcome to my South Park bundle gameplay and review. So this is a massive bundle. There's 17 items in total if you buy the full bundle. Now, of course, you can buy things sold separately if you prefer as well. The only thing that doesn't appear in the bundle is the Towley Sidekick, so that's sold separately. So I'm going to do a separate video on that. So it says the bundle's $10,800, but that's just how much it's valued at. The actual price, you can see if I go to gift it to someone, is $4,000. So a little bit on the pricey side, but 17 items, is it worth it? We'll find out. So let's take a look at everything in the bundle. So you get Eric Cartman, of course. He's in his Awesome-O suit. You get Cartman's Frog. I can't believe they called it that. Why didn't they just say Clyde Frog? That's his name, Clyde Frog. Not Cartman's Frog. What the heck is that? Could they not get the copyright claims to Clyde Frog? We got Butters Stotch, a.k.a. Professor Chaos. He even does his little nervous tick there with his hands on the mech suit, which is interesting. We get the Professor Chaos's cape. We've got Kenny McCormick, and we'll talk about his mech suit in a little bit. Hey, there's Man Bear Pig on the back. That's kind of funny as well. And then he's got Princess Kenny's Barracorn. We got Kyle Broflowski. And Kyle has got a nice green and orange color scheme. He's got Kyle's Warrior Wings. And then Stan Marsh. He's Cyborg Bill. And then Stan's Derby entry. And then we got the Alien Experiment. Okay, that's copyrighted, but I remember that. And then the bus stop.
School days, teachers dog and rude days. School days, teachers dog and rude days.
Okay, I don't remember that song. I'm sure it's from an episode, but obviously they all hang out by the bus stop when the bus comes, but I don't remember them ever saying that. Then we got Kyle's Cardboard Sword, one of the pickaxes. We got Awesome-O Crowbar. It says 2 butterscotch sent from Japan. And that's because Butters is the one that received the Awesome-O robot. Stan's bus stop sign, okay. We got Butters' Hammer of Chaos. What's Kenny get? Princess Kenny's Royal Scepter, okay. And that's everything. So 13 items in total. Interesting. So it doesn't say any of them are reactive, but some do have styles. So let's see what Butters has got. He's got... Okay, so Professor Chaos helmet on or off? There's on, there's off. So Cartman has another style. He's got, oh, the Battlehawk Cartman. So that's a skin in Fortnite. So that's a Fortnite-inspired one. He's got the pirate patch as well. And then he can put the headwear on or off. Let's see what it looks like off up here. Oh, it takes his eye patch off if you do that. Right? Is that the only thing? Yeah, just the eye patch. Okay, and what is... Oh, it's just the eye patch. So you can put the patch on or off. All right. So it doesn't look like any of the back blings have styles. Doesn't look like any of the pickaxes have styles either. And we did not get a glider or a wrap. So that kind of stinks. All right, here we go. Eric Cartman in the Awesome-O mech suit. So you can see he is quite bulky. I anticipated this. Not sure how I feel about Clyde Frog as the back bling. I mean, it's cool, but I feel like it just doesn't fit on this mech suit. That's probably why they sat him in the chair. But you can see what his suit is made out of. There's all sorts of stuff on there. There's a power button on the right, a plug on the back. What is that on the left? I don't even know. He's got oven mitts on, and then it says Awesome-O on the front. And he's got a remote control for the TV. So I think that's exactly what it looked like, if I remember correctly. I love that episode. He convinced me that it was a real robot and not Cartman in there. So from the front, he looks fantastic because you can actually see Eric, but from the backside, it's okay, I guess. How about the pickaxe? Let me do the pickaxe pull-outs on the swing animation. Here you go. Okay, so it does make some pretty sweet sounds. I don't really see that much of a contrail. It's like an after image effect. It does look like he has some glow, though, because the red light on top of his helmet, that definitely lights up, and then the pickaxe lights up green, too. He also has a green button on his right side, but I don't see it doing anything. Okay, let's see if there's a splash effect. I mean, it's a little smoky. It's definitely not the default, but it's not really that good either. Let's see if it does anything when you hit a weak spot. I don't see anything happening. All right, moment of truth. I'm a little nervous about this, but let's see his aim down sights. Here we go. Oh, man, that is brutal. I think it's going to be a lot better when you take the helmet off. I mean, you can barely see your wrap at all. And when you move, it makes it even worse. You can't see to the top or to the left of him. I mean, if you don't mind aim down sights like this, I think you're going to enjoy this skin. But, whew, that is obstructive beyond belief. All right, let's do an emote. Let's do the bus stop. So obviously this is a group emote where up to 4 people can join in. And then Alien Experiment was copyrighted, but... Okay, no, wait a minute. There's like a flame that appears. I'll have to try that on somebody else too. Alright, what happens when we get in a limb? Will there be any secret reactivity? Hopefully so, but we'll see. No, I didn't notice anything. Okay, so I failed to see that he has 2 light bulbs on his left as well, but obviously those didn't light up upon getting in a limb. What about the pickaxe? Let's just try again. And we'll look from the front this time. So we'll turn all the way around. I love the angry face by Cartman. Look at that. He should say, like, respect my authority, some kind of catchphrase, but no, he doesn't. So Clyde Frog does have some nice physics there. He's up and about when you jump, but no reactivity as far as I could see. Nothing happens when you open a chest, so I don't see any reactivity here. Alright, what if we take the headgear off? Let's see what that looks like. It might be, and we'll take Clyde Frog off. Might be a little better. Okay, so he's got, what is that, motherboard on his back. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, yeah, aim down sights is a lot better when you take the headgear off. And it's more Cartman-y, because at least you can see the top of him. Alright, how about his other style? Let's see what that looks like. So there's a lot less cluster. Obviously, it's kind of like a Fortnite-inspired skin, as mentioned. But most of the cool bits and pieces have been removed. He still has that... Actually, that looks like a PSP over there. I don't even know what that is. Oh, no, that's the thing that the Fortnite characters have on their arm. Okay, so interesting. Awesome-o suit for Cartman. Okay, so Butters is not that bad. I mean, this design looks a little more clean than Cartman's. He's got the tinfoil all around, which is kind of funny. And, oh, he's got the raisin sign. He loves to eat at raisins. He's got a microwave and some modified artillery rockets on his arms there. That's kind of cool. On his shoulders, I mean. Okay. I love how they put these suits together. Very cool. Let's do the pickaxe pull-outs on the swing animation. Okay, noticeable contrail on here. Looks like he just used a kitchen pot for his hammer. And it's not really the best splash effect either. Okay, I didn't really see anything there. Woo, here's his aim down sights. Boy, his helmet takes up a majority of what you're seeing. So you can't even tell this is Butters. I mean, you can see his arm, and that's it. But at least you can see more of the wrap than you could with Cartman. Interesting. Okay, I wanted to do this alien experiment one. Okay, so it does catch fire, and it automatically removes your back bling. Let's get an elimination and see if anything happens. Let me hit him with the pickaxe first. That's his dog barking. Here we go. No, I didn't see anything there. I really feel like voice lines would have been awesome for some of these characters. You can see the cape does have physics. So unfortunately, again, you can't really tell it's Professor Chaos because you can't really see his face. So let's go ahead and take all that off. At least we can see his classic hair. And we'll take the cape off as well. Yeah. Let's see how this looks. It doesn't look the best without the cape. I really feel like you do need a back bling with this one. It's just as scuffed when you aim in. I mean, you can kind of tell that's Butters. Maybe it is better with the helmet. Here he is from the front without the Professor Chaos get-up on. Okay. Most of these skins are going to depend on whether or not you can stomach the mech portions of them. Okay, so that's Butters. Oh, geez, fellas. Who's next? Let's do Kenny. Kenny McCormick. Okay, so let's take a look at Kenny's outfit. He's got a pizza box. He's got a dumpster with some no throwing away poop sign in there. He's got a milk carton as one of his shoes. A slipper. Is that? I think that's another milk carton on his leg there. He's got a recycle thing. He's got, oh, the man bear pig is on his trash can there. So he's too poor to make a suit, so he used the junk. Oh, look, he's got a toilet bowl as the handles. That is awesome. I love Kenny. Of course, he's got his, oh, I can't remember what you call that. What is the thing Kenny wears? What is that? A parka? I gotta Google it now. It is a snorkel parka. Is that a real thing? Huh. This pickaxe looks kind of cool. And then the back bling, just okay. It says Princess Kenny on it. All right, let's test his pull-out sound and swing animation. Here we go. Okay, so it actually has a contrail. That's the first one to actually have a real, legit contrail. Ooh, nice splash too. Very colorful. I feel like Kenny's aim down sights is going to be awesome. Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's the best so far. And you can actually tell that's Kenny. Who would have thought the cheapest made suit was the best one so far? Not too shabby. I was kind of hoping at least one of these skins had some secret reactivity, but so far, nothing. Here we go. Didn't see anything happen there. Let's take the back bling off. Okay, so now you can really see Man Bear Pig. That was one of Al Gore's creations, if I remember correctly. Okay, the only thing I don't like about this skin is that it has the pincher claws for hands. So when you aim in, it kind of glitches through the wrap. But other than that, his aim down sights is really cool. And you can see he actually steers the tricycle handles there when you move. That's neat. Let's do the emote. Okay. That's Kenny, my favorite so far. I like him. So I feel like Kyle is the least liked kid in South Park, based on comments I've read. I mean, I don't mind Kyle. However, with that said, I love this color scheme. Orange and green look so good together. He's got a boomerang. His sword looks cool, actually. You can tell that it's 100% Kyle. He's got the green winter hat on and the orange coat. So his is probably the most well-designed suit. He's also got some fireworks on his back bling. All right, let's do the pickaxe pull-out sound and swing animation. Well, hold on. First, let's see it in the dark. Okay, it does light up just a bit. Now let's do the pickaxe. Okay, so for being a cardboard sword, that sounds authentic. Like real steel. Not much of a splash, if anything there. So his pickaxe may look the best, but it doesn't really have any flair to it. Let's see if maybe his back bling is reactive. Actually, first, let's check his aim down sights. Here we go. Okay. This is pretty good. Again, you can see him move the controls. Up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B. No, you can't do that. But you can tell it's Kyle, like I said. Let's get in the limb. Focus on the back bling. Nah, it'd be cool if those rockets like blasted off. So when you jump, they do fold up, which is good, I guess. Let's jump up here. Okay. I do love this color scheme, though. Best looking pickaxe, like I said, with the least amount of flair to it. So here's with no back bling. Let's see if there's anything special. Ooh, no, there's not. So I think the back bling does complete this combo for sure, because it has the same color scheme. It is animated. It does glow in the dark a bit, and it's very plain without a back bling. Just a, actually, what even is that? I think he's in a tub, like a tub that you would store things in for the basement. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, he's got a cooler around his midsection too. I didn't even notice that. All right, and last but not least, let's do Stan Marsh. Dude, sweet. So he's got the derby entry. And then he's also got, what does he have? Oh, he has the bus stop sign. Okay, pretty generic pickaxe. So he's known as Cyborg Bill. So he actually has a real body. That's a plus. Let's see. Yeah, see, he's got legit legs. He's got a baseball elbow pad. He's got a plug as well. And the eye patch, of course, he's got a flashlight. And he's got some extinguishers on the back bling. Doesn't look like anything glows. Well, maybe his eye glows a bit, huh? That's cool. Kind of reminds me of Evil Morty. All right, let's do the pickaxe pull-out sound and swing animation. Here you go. Okay, surprisingly, it has a contrail. And you can see that attachment goes straight into the back of his hat. That's interesting. No splash there. Don't see any weak spot reactivity. Wait, how does he control this? What is his hand doing? Does he have like a power glove on? Yeah, I think he does control it with his hand, aka his mind, right? Okay. So this one's pretty good. I think this one and Kenny might be my favorite in terms of aim down sights. I just like how his hand is like free moving like that. It adds a bit of flair to the skin. Could we get our first secretly reactive item? Let's see if the backbling does anything. Ah, come on, nothing doing. So again, pickaxe, pretty generic. That's the same pickaxe you see in the bus stop. Let's take the back bling off and see if there's anything special underneath. And then his other style is simply removing the eye patch. I want to see if he's still connected to the mech. Oh, he is. Okay. So the eye patch had nothing to do with that. So no back bling is not too bad on this one. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think I liked it better with the back bling on, though. Okay. So there you go. Is this bundle worth 4,000 V-Bucks? Well, if you're a South Park fan, I'd say there's enough here that yes, it would be worth it. But if you're a South Park fan and you hate cyborg skins or mech skins, I don't know if you're going to enjoy this. The back blings and accessories, yeah, I think they are all decent. But the fact that all of the skins are bulky, obviously some people may not appreciate that much. I know I'm not a big fan of bulky mech suits like these, but this is literally one of the few things they could have done. Now, there was an awesome episode, and I actually used a thumbnail of this the other day, where they turned into anime like Street Fighter characters. And I think that would have worked for all of them, but I don't know, it's like one episode and kind of obscure. And they obviously didn't look exactly like they do in most episodes, so I can see why they didn't do that. But at the same time, like I showed you, for example, Cartman in his Awesome-O suit, you couldn't even tell it's him because you couldn't really see much of him at all. With that said, if I had to pick a favorite, I would say Kenny is actually my favorite because he's 100% noticeable. When you aim in, it's literally Kenny McCormick. You can tell it's him. Some of these other ones were good too, like Stan and Kyle, surprisingly. Butters was crazy obscure when you aim in. You couldn't even tell it was Butters. And as mentioned, Cartman was the same way. So I don't know. If you like South Park, I think you're going to enjoy this. But it's kind of limited on what they could do with the skins. They did their best. There's a lot of unique references, some deep lore references as well. So there you go. You might not want to buy the whole bundle for $4,000. That could be too steep, but pick and choose your favorite accessories and your favorite skin, and you might be satisfied as well. So like I said, I will do a separate review on Tally. We'll investigate him and see if he's worthwhile. But that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator Code, which is tabortime.